We got some presents and prizes to give out now. Before we get going, we have got, after the prizes, the RNLB, the committee decided it's time to start handing out prizes and thank yous to people who've been doing this for so many years and contributed so much. So I'd ask George to step forward. Running the gaming room for more years than I care to remember.
I think you're on 11 now.
11. He's been through thick and thin. He's had 2 people in there. He spent a lot of time on his own. And fortunately this year you've had a lot of activity.
Yeah, Jamie's come back.
So no kids.
And no juniors.
Yeah. Jamie and Robbie don't count anymore. They're too old.
They're growing up.
But we just wanted to get you something to say thank you and to show we do appreciate everything you do. You do enter. Without you, we wouldn't have had KateAdy.
Yes. She has to come back one year.
She will have to come back one year, and we'd like to give you a little prezi.
There's a name for one of your Romulan ships.
That's or the Klingon, the IKV KateAdy. Yes. Just wanted to give you a little thank you. Okay, masquerade.
Sorry, 6s all the time.
I know. I made sure he had when I handed it in. He said, "Make sure it's 6 upright." Okay, for the masquerade, best interpretation of how John Levine should have been acted, Sergeant Benton. Come on. Masquerade prize. You thought you only got a chocolate necklace. No,
I was just chocolate necklace.
Well, chocolate does it for you every time. For reducing the room temperature with Dr. Cool. Where is she? Chris, come on up. For raising the room temperature with Amy Pond. Dave, legs trace. Dave, you're wearing trousers.
Slim down as well.
What have you done?
Many of you may have noticed that Jamie has changed since we was last here. He speaks with a deep voice now.
Carries a big gun.
For the best newbie award for Rorschach, which despite the fact Chris didn't know what the hell it was, I thought it was an awesome costume, my friend. Steve Patton, come on up. Steve, don't worry, I will lend him Watchman, so he can find out what it is.
I will like my done with it.
Have the graphic novel.
Philistine.
It's a classic. Most effective method of selling raffle tickets as the Jaeger monster, it says here. Fiona.
Keeping health and safety. Always buy raffle tickets and contribute generously to any other fundraising activities. Armadacon. We will be watching.
We've got your ticket numbers now.
Right.
You see, I'm going back on the train. That's my excuse tonight.
Okay.
Just call me everybody.
Best teamwork. Ali and Team Corsair. I think we may just have enough prizes. Coming through.
Say my representative, but as my representative.
Come on, Mrs. Davros.
Oh, gosh, fancy that. That's money bank. Dalek protects my money. Someone break us to piggy bank there. Exterminate them.
You may want to come round this way. Take his toes out.
No, I don't want to take anybody's toes out.
We know your weakness, Dave. Okay.
Ali, were there more team members?
It's 9 in total, wasn't it?
Yeah, because I thought that
When we short someone. Richard's already gone.
Richard's already gone. Are you likely to see? Oh, in that case,
what's another one?
somebody will see Richard.
We'll see Richard. We can
You argue it with them.
Yeah, well, you can give it to
Was there somebody else? Somebody else?
There should have been 9.
Tell you what.
Pags! No. This is your.
Okay, did that. It's more Dalek voice then.
All right.
Yes.
Dalek voice.
Dalek voice.
Dalek voice. Yeah. Hey.
For last and definitely not least, for best traditional costume, Chris and Jenny. Right. I have been prodded in the ribs. I'm doing this in no particular order. For a change, I didn't bother with notes. No particular order. I've been asked to plug the forum board. Forum board, it's basically a good place to catch up, keep up to date with all the news. We don't do newsletters or progress reports. It costs too much, and we're on a budget as always. So,
That's because I've been here.
so try the forum board. Keep an eye on the websites. All information will be up on there. It's the best place, especially if you don't live in Plymouth and don't see the committee on a regular basis. It's the best place to keep track of what's going on. Liz posts excessively on there. Whenever there's something, she will let you know. Trust me, you will know when something happens. So, thanks. Thanks to our guests turning up. Nev's already gone. Thank you for Ty, by the way, for taking him there. I'd like to thank John for such an entertaining panel that probably would, if it had just been the two of us, resulted in an argument and a fist fight. But we will continue this at some point, I'm sure. I'd like to especially thank Alan and Linda, who are going to turn up anyway, but were so nice to step in as full-time guests. Let me guess, Alan, if it's not on TV, it doesn't really happen. We've told you already, Ian's daughter she got the lurgy, so he couldn't make it, but I believe we've asked him to come back next year.
I haven't actually spoken to him.
But we will try to see if he can come back next year. Hopefully his other child won't fall. Yeah. I'd like to thank the committee, actually. They've done a fantastic job. We've had Issa running Chris refusing to give us any money. Liz kicking our butts and reminding us when we forgot to do stuff. And programming.
Yeah, and on behalf of me personally, I'd like to thank Dave Harvey for being my moderator on the forum board. I couldn't run it without him. Thank you.
John, Mad Cat and Ty have come in newbies, thrown a load of creative information our way and just given us such a good entertainment. The Scare Electrics, so much fun. Who didn't go on the Scare Electrics?
I didn't manage it.
Why not? It was awesome.
There were no explosives.
Next year. Explosives.
Maybe next year.
Gemma and Chris helping out, doing all sorts of stuff. Chris ran his legs off running around Plymouth and Liskeard and Tavistock and anywhere else that wouldn't arrest him. So thanks to them. I'm going to thank myself because.
Thank you.
I have to admit, my dealings with the hotel this year have been fantastic. There have been issues. I have been told many of them. If you've got any more, I'm quite happy to take comments, good and bad, so I can feed back to them in a week or so's time. Put them on the forum board. If you can start a email and whatever, just let us know, because then I can go to them and say, this needs changing. This was fantastic. Keep going. Hopefully we can stay here. We'll have a look at the finances. We'll have a look at all the other bits and pieces. But I feel they've been an amazing job this weekend. Some bright points, some done better on that. It's a real shame that R&I couldn't be here. Sharon has got the lurgy. She may be turning up later to sort something out, if not. But we'll speak to her and we'll tell her how much money you've raised for her. She will be gobsmacked as always.
And burst into tears.
And I will on her behalf thank you ever so much for raising so much money yet again. You've all heard the spiel, but it needs to be said. The service that Talking Books for the Blind do is amazing. We all could end up benefiting from that one day. Let's hope we don't, but it could happen. But meanwhile, the money we raise helps these people, gives them something to look forward to, and you guys are amazing every year. It's unbelievable. I thought, oh, it's £1,000, it's not that much. But when you talk to her and find out how much other little groups can do, about £200, £300 every year, and there's what, 60 of you at the most, over £1,000. It's unbelievable. You guys are spectacular. And RNIB love you for it, and they would kiss you all individually if they could. And lastly, on behalf of the committee, sorry, Dave Anderson. We always forget our techno gnome. He's still doing stuff. Dave, as always, a fantastic job. We really couldn't do all the great stuff we do without you and your little technical machines.
Absolutely.
No, not really.
Dave's on your line.
Of course, Ross and David for looking after judging and all the little things they do over the radio plays. Fiona for the turkey readings. Yeah.
And I'd like to thank my readers this year who put up with a lot of, well, a bit of a sticky situation, really.
T-shirt.
Yes.
Yeah, I understand there's going to be t-shirts this year.
And the people who came and gave so incredibly generously. All I can say is thank you very, very much, and why weren't the rest of you here? Yeah. Feel very proud of yourselves for enduring.
Surviving?
No, it's enduring.
Such a paean to the muse of, really, did people get paid to write this? And I'd like to say, Barry, this year, honestly, we didn't use any crab books just because we thought it was nice of us. So next year I'll be bringing lots more.
Tackle the fleas.
Yes. Jenny's still avoiding the attacking the island. Okay, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. I've just been nudged. Remind me to thank the dealers. Thank you, Lawrence. Really nice artwork. It's cost you quite a small amount of money. And all the other dealers. Nev completely sold out apart from one book. David was very pleased, the guy who wrote the Titanic's Mummy. Kat, she did okay. She broke even at least. She went home with a little bit of money in her pocket. Sam, yeah, Sam from Final Frontier come every year. They enjoy themselves, and Hopefully they made enough money, and keep it secret. They couldn't make it last year. I hope they keep coming back because they're just going to cost me a small fortune in snacks. And it's so different. Did you actually put? Did they get you to put the money on the little money box?
Yes, we got one.
Yes, so have I.
Sad, but so much fun. And the last thing is you. As I said before, you're not attendees at our convention. You are our friends. You are our family. We do this because of you. There is a point in every year when we go, oh crap, I just want to stop doing this. And then we come to the weekend, or on Sunday, we sit at this point and go, yes, it was brilliant, let's do it again! And it keeps going for a couple of months before we go, oh. But it is, you guys keep coming, guys keep giving us money, we keep taking it, and without you... Sorry?
I'm committed to the con, or at least should be committed.
Yes. It is so much fun, and it is a pleasure to organise this convention for our friends. So, on behalf of the committee, we'd like to thank you. Have I missed anything, Ali?
Silent movie people.
Silent movie people?
Yes.
Oh yes, of course.
Filming
Camera.
all weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially for us.
Yes, thank you very much.
They'll pay free now.
That was silent, that will be the day.
Yeah.
We have our
That's
own
what I
channel
wanted
on
the gaffer
YouTube.
tip for.
The easiest way to get to it, go to www.armadacon.org, go to the archive section, and if you look down the conventions, there are over 150 videos uploaded at this time. And more are being uploaded from Armadacon 2 to the present every month.
Especially as I give them a couple of new camera tapes we've had.
Missing tapes, one from Con 5, one from Con 6, and
Oh,
John gave me one from Con 4.
Brilliant.
The links
So,
are also on the
More
forum
footage
as
is
well.
being recovered.
link, Dave.
I was going to ask, actually, jumping well ahead, next year's Con 24, year after that's Con 25.
Good maths, Bill.
One or two sick people have already started thinking, how do you mark 25 years of total stupidity?
I'm off for good behaviour.
Not in your case and not in Barry's case.
Both Bennett Glenbourne.
No, one, could you thumb through your photos and your videos and things, if you find anything from the past 25 years, if you get it to the committee, one of the items we're looking at is the 25 years of Armadacon. We'd like to find photos of all the guests, photos of all the costumes, anything that we really stood out over 25 years of gross stupidity. We want to remember it again. So that's 2 years' time. And do you want to remind us next year's date? And they can register cheap now.
Yeah, many of them have already registered.
Yeah, well,
I believe it's the, what's the date again?
9th and 11th.
9th, 10th, 11th of November. Just remember, if they're right and the world ends, it'll be our last Armadacon. So let's make it a good one. Yeah, oddly enough, it's on my father's birthday. That explains a lot. So,
Next time Armadacon when the world
when the world ends. Yeah, it's appropriate. Right. Oh, our date.
Guess for next year already.
Guess for next year?
Yeah. Somebody who teaches all how to put hot on friends and enemies to a perfect start.
Go on.
Dr. Pat Harkin.
Yes.
This old man Joey he's an extremely funny guy, but he does have a serious side. He's one of the country's top professors in pathology.
So he is your perfect friend.
He does a good venture poisoning people.
Oh, brilliant.
You said yes.
So we have our first confirmed guest for next year. We will ask Ian back, hopefully he can make it. And we've got two other names in the pipeline. God forbid, by the end of the year, we might actually have a full guest list.
We also have our first confirmed radio play.
Yes, Barry. And if I can persuade the guy to let me, we'll do another one of the Atomic Tales. But he was quite nice, so hopefully he'll say yes.
Barry, did you actually get to read Janet and John do a science fiction convention?
No, because it's not the sort of thing I sort of read anyway.
It just struck me, it's your kind of material.
Tonight, And the meal.
Oh yes, don't forget meal 8 o'clock. I've not got it wrong this year. Photo call at 7:30. Yeah, I know. But the idea is to sit down. As Gemma has worked really hard at setting up nameplates.
Are we eating in the restaurant?
We are eating in the restaurant. We were talking about eating in here, but they said, "Can you eat in the restaurant?" I said, "Yeah, no problem." What we'll do is we're going to put something, a glass or something, out. We haven't got a clean one, a bucket or something. We'll ask for a collection from the hotel to say thank you very much. They can go out and get drunk.
I think it's collecting from the hotel.
From the hotel. They want us to come back. They're going to give us more money. After the meal, what was it?
If they want entertainment, we will dream up something stupid for entertainment.
As usual.
Yeah.
Actually, we've got the offer link if it's not been packed away. People, time remembers, do you want a Play-Doh quiz? Cat's not here, so there's no pink willies.
We will do something after.
Play-Doh.
We will do something after if you want it. And I think on that note, thank you very much and end of Armadacon 23.